How to turn all the righteous reasons you complain about into your greatest gift. How to stop complaining all the time in a relationship about work and turn it into your greatest gift. Now, I understand you have all the righteous reasons to complain about, and complaining also gives a kind of relief, and we also sometimes get attention when we are complaining. But I want you to get way more out of complaining than it provides. In all the reasons we complain about in our relationship, about work, etc., there is a hidden gift buried, a gift eager to be revealed. And today my intention is that you will unwrap all the hidden gifts behind what you are righteously complaining about. Now, we all are born to discover our authentic gift, to flow over into passionate, independent, fulfilled abundance from what we authentically have to give. And every complaint that we have carries the seed towards that intended experience. Now, welcome to this video. I am Tom Nuyens from the Alive Academy, and I used to complain about everything, about having been brought up in an emotional, unsafe environment, an abusive environment. I used to complain that I had headaches all the time, that I got a life-threatening disease when I was 8. I used to feel sorry for myself and complain about people laughing at me for having been very skinny. I used to complain about not finding relief from my issues when I reached world success and I got depressed. I used to complain about partners that were emotionally abusive, passive-aggressive, closed up and even cheated on me. And I can go on and on with bringing up righteous reasons to complain about. But if I wouldn't have discovered all the very valuable gifts in all these experiences into what I want to share with you in this video, then I wouldn't have unwrapped the gift of experiencing independent, passionate fulfillment and abundance, and that from the very inside out. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, everything that we experience in life is designed in our favor to let us experience true, independent fulfillment and abundance from the very inside out. So every difficult situation is an accurate GPS towards our intended independent liberation. Now, I hear you think, Tom, how can having been brought up in an emotional, abusive and unsafe environment ever carry the seed to an independent, liberated and passionate life? Well, even in an unsafe situation, like emotional abuse, like being laughed at, like lying all alone in quarantine with a life-threatening disease, like being cheated upon, there you can find the seed to turn inward, solve your own unsolved fears and pains, and learn to find your true core and independent fulfillment. And finding that independent core and fulfillment within maybe wouldn't have been possible if we would have kept looking outward when our outer environment would have stayed comfortable all the time. Why else would we go and discover the enormous riches of our inside when our outer surface would be okay all the time? So complaining about people or things outside of ourselves distracts and even numbs only the vast, rich, hidden gifts, and it only keeps us trapped into our own victim reality on that surface. And I presume you don't want to stay trapped on that surface, but want to experience the vast fullness and liberation in your life. Otherwise, you wouldn't still be watching this video. So what I want you to do is to write down everything that you have all the righteous reasons to complain about, and write underneath what opportunity or gift it carries to support your intended journey towards complete and independent liberation that you are born for. So see every push on your button as a test of how far you are already on your journey towards independent liberation. Now, I'm not talking about becoming rigid and senseless. On the contrary, I'm talking about turning inward and reviving your independent feelings of passion and fulfillment, from which you will flow over into unstoppable independent abundance from what you authentically have to give. And from that independent reconnection, you will become a true magnet for true passionate connections, which is the opposite of becoming rigid and senseless. Now, soon I will post a new video on this channel about identifying where you exactly are in the independent liberation process. And this way you always have a clear overview and direction in what direction to continue. Click here if the video is already posted. Make sure to click the red subscribe word underneath this video and hit that notification bell so you won't miss a future video. Now, the question is, do you want to stay on the numbing surface and keep complaining about things and people? Or do you want to dive into your intended, passionate, independent, fulfilled journey from the very inside out? Now click here if you haven't yet, so I can send you the 4 free fundamental videos to break free from everything like fear, pain, addictions and diseases that stand in between of your independent, passionate, fulfilling life. So enjoy the journey.